The Industrial Revolution was a period of great change that transformed the world in many ways. It began in the late 18th century in Britain and spread to other parts of Europe and North America in the 19th century. This period saw the rise of new technologies, industries, and economic systems that had a profound impact on society. The Industrial Revolution was a time of innovation and progress, but it was also a time of great hardship for many people. The shift from an agrarian to an industrial economy led to the displacement of many workers and the rise of new social and economic classes. In this video, we will explore the history of the Industrial Revolution from its origins in Britain to its impact on the world today. We will examine the key inventions and innovations that drove this period of change, as well as the social and economic consequences of these developments. Join us as we journey through the history of the Industrial Revolution and discover how it transformed the world we live in today. The Industrial Revolution began in Britain in the late 18th century, but its roots can be traced back to earlier developments in agriculture and manufacturing. The agricultural revolution of the 18th century saw the introduction of new farming techniques and tools, which led to increased productivity and a surplus of food. This surplus of food allowed for a population boom, which in turn created a demand for goods and services. The manufacturing industry responded to this demand by developing new technologies and methods of production. One of the key innovations of the Industrial Revolution was the steam engine, which was first developed by James Watt in the late 18th century. The steam engine allowed for the mechanization of many industries, including textiles, transportation, and mining. The textile industry was one of the first industries to be transformed by the Industrial Revolution. The invention of the spinning jenny by James Hargreaves in 1764 and the power loom by Edmund Cartwright in 1785 revolutionized the production of textiles, making it faster and more efficient. The rise of the factory system also played a key role in the Industrial Revolution. Factories allowed for the centralized production of goods, which led to increased efficiency and lower costs. This, in turn, led to the mass production of goods and the rise of consumer culture. Overall, the Industrial Revolution was driven by a combination of technological innovation, increased demand for goods and services, and changes in the way goods were produced. These developments laid the foundation for the modern industrial economy and transformed the world in ways that are still felt today. The Industrial Revolution began in Britain, but it quickly spread to other parts of Europe and North America. The spread of the Industrial Revolution was driven by a number of factors, including the availability of natural resources, access to capital, and the presence of skilled labor. In Europe, the Industrial Revolution spread to countries such as France, Germany, and Belgium in the early 19th century. These countries had access to coal and iron, which were essential resources for industrial production. They also had established trade networks and access to capital, which allowed them to invest in new technologies and industries. In North America, the Industrial Revolution began in the early 19th century in the northeastern United States. The region had access to natural resources such as coal and iron, as well as a skilled workforce. The development of the textile industry in New England was a key driver of the Industrial Revolution in the United States. The spread of the Industrial Revolution had a profound impact on the world economy. It led to the growth of new industries and the expansion of trade networks, which helped fuel economic growth and development. It also led to the rise of new social and economic classes, as well as the displacement of many workers. The Industrial Revolution also had a significant impact on the environment. The use of coal and other fossil fuels led to increased pollution and the depletion of natural resources. This, in turn, led to the development of new technologies and methods of production that were more sustainable and environmentally friendly. Overall, the spread of the Industrial Revolution transformed the world economy and laid the foundation for the modern industrialized world. Its impact is still felt today in the way we produce and consume goods and services. The Industrial Revolution had a profound impact on society, both in terms of social and economic consequences. One of the most significant changes was the rise of the middle class, which emerged as a result of the growth of new industries and the expansion of trade networks. The middle class was made up of entrepreneurs, merchants, and professionals who benefited from the growth of the economy. They had access to education and capital, which allowed them to invest in new technologies and industries. This, in turn, led to the growth of new businesses and the expansion of the economy. However, the Industrial Revolution also led to the displacement of many workers, particularly those in the agricultural sector. The shift from an agrarian to an industrial economy led to the decline of traditional farming communities and the rise of urbanization. The rise of urbanization led to the growth of cities and the development of new social and economic classes. The working class emerged as a result of the growth of factories and the need for labor. They worked long hours in dangerous and unhealthy conditions, often for low wages. The Industrial Revolution also had a significant impact on the environment. The use of coal and other fossil fuels led to increased pollution and the depletion of natural resources. This, in turn, led to the development of new technologies and methods of production that were more sustainable and environmentally friendly. Overall, the Industrial Revolution had a complex and far-reaching impact on society. It led to the growth of new industries and the expansion of the economy, but it also led to the displacement of many workers and the rise of new social and economic classes. Its impact is still felt today in the way we produce and consume goods and services. The Industrial Revolution had a profound and lasting impact on the world. It transformed the way we produce and consume goods and services and laid the foundation for the modern industrialized world. One of the most significant legacies of the Industrial Revolution was the rise of capitalism. The growth of new industries and the expansion of trade networks led to the development of a market economy, where goods and services were produced and exchanged for profit. The Industrial Revolution also led to the growth of new technologies and innovations, which have continued to shape the world we live in today. The development of the steam engine, for example, paved the way for the development of other forms of transportation, such as trains and automobiles. The Industrial Revolution also had a significant impact on the environment. The use of coal and other fossil fuels led to increased pollution and the depletion of natural resources. This, in turn, led to the development of new technologies and methods of production that were more sustainable and environmentally friendly. The legacy of the Industrial Revolution is complex and multifaceted. It led to the growth of new industries and the expansion of the economy, but it also led to the displacement of many workers and the rise of new social and economic classes. Its impact is still felt today in the way we produce and consume goods and services, and in the ongoing debate about the role of capitalism and industrialization in society. In conclusion, the Industrial Revolution was a period of great change and transformation that had a profound impact on the world. Its legacy is still felt today in the way we live and work, and in the ongoing debates about the role of technology and innovation in society.